What is up, y'all? It's your girl Antoinette, and I'm gonna get right on into it, guys. Today, I'm gonna teach you how I learned how to trade Forex in 2 days and what I'm doing that makes me so profitable in this market. As you can see, I have $6,200 running in profit. My balance is around 66,000. Some trades are green, some are red. Green is profit, red is currently running in loss, and some of these are copy and paste signals, which I'll show you how to get for free. The other ones are manual positions, guys. So let's get right on into it. And I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do these next 2 days to become a profitable First thing we're going to talk about, guys, is the confirmation checklist. This is what you need to check off before you execute your next trade. I want you to grab your notebook, your pen, and your paper because this is some crucial critical information that's going to take your trading game to the next level. First thing we want to look at before we execute a trade, guys, is market structure. The trend. Is the market going up or is the market going down? All right, so if we look at the chart right here, guys, the market really only moves in three directions, up, down, and sideways. The overall trend of this market right now, the gold market, is clearly an uptrend. How do we know this? Because as we can see, the market is continuously making higher highs. Higher highs, higher highs. Each point, it's getting higher and higher. We do have some drops on gold, of course, because the market's not just going to go up in a straight line, but the overall structure of the market is an uptrend. So this is what I look for first. What trend is the market moving in? If the market is moving in an uptrend, guys, I'm only looking for buy opportunities. The trend is your friend. This is a quote that I learned that took me very far as a trader. You always want to trade with the direction. The next thing you want to do, guys, is map out your support and resistance zones. And this is so important because this is going to tell us where we should buy and where we should sell in the market. So when I'm marking my support and resistance lines, guys, to figure out where I should buy and where I should sell, I always switch to the line chart because the bars just, they're a little messy. Sometimes you have like these little wicks here and there that could confuse you and give you fake outs in the market. So I switch to a line chart when marking these zones to make sure I don't let those wicks confuse me. And I click on my horizontal line icon here and I mark my resistance and I mark my support. Now, as you can see here, resistance we like to call the ceiling. This is where price will touch and give us a nice drop. Support we like to call the floor, where price will touch and give us a nice rise to the upside. Now, again, if I'm looking at gold on the overall time frame, remember we are in a what? An uptrend. So that means I'm only looking for buy opportunities. So realistically, I only marked my resistance to show me where I should get out of the trade when I do execute a buy. Okay, so now I have my support here. That means I'm looking for gold to return back to this area of 2593 to give me a push to the upside, right, to my resistance. This will allow me, guys, to take a long buy opportunity. By long, I mean more of a swing trade. Now, if you want to trade on the lower time frame and not hold trades for sometimes days and hours, you can switch to the lower time frame. Let's see the 5-minute time frame here. So if we look at the 5-minute time frame, and gold has been kind of crazy lately, but we're going to work with it for the sake of this video. We have a resistance area right here, okay? And as I can see on my lower time frame, gold is starting to form a support. So let's say right here is my support zone. Now, the reason I mapped this out as my support zone, it's the closest area where gold has given us a nice push to the upside. So what I'm looking for in this case, based off of my analysis and what's been making me profitable, is gold to pull back down. Let's get my ray here. Gold to pull back down somewhere around this zone here to give me a nice push back to the upside. So this is why it's important for you to mark your support and resistance zones. It helps you know where to enter. Let's talk about supply and demand. It kind of goes hand in hand with support and resistance, but supply and demand is more so a zone as opposed to one distinct line. So your supply zone, guys, is a range where the sellers are overwhelming the buyers, causing the market to drop. And the demand zone is opposite, where your buyers are overwhelming the sellers, causing the market to rise. So I use the rectangle tool on TradingView and I map out my resistance zone. which is an area where the market continues to react to. So sometimes you do not have to wait, for example, for gold. So this is a perfect example right here, actually. You know, if you're looking for a sell, right, and you've marked your resistance zone right here, you don't necessarily have to wait for gold to go back to the top of your resistance zone to take the trade. You can look in the area of your resistance, right, to take a sell position. So if we look at this live position right here, whenever I mark my support and resistance area, my supply and demand, there's always a certain zone. And as you can see, gold has been coming to this area and it's been giving us a nice drop for the downside. Again, in this situation, we're looking for buys, but I'm just showing you guys how cool this trick is, okay? Now, I've marked my zone here based off of the last two instances where gold came to this area and gave us a nice drop. Now, look at what gold did here again. It didn't necessarily go all the way back to the top where right here and right here, it went to the same point. But the third time, it actually almost went to the same point, but dropped before it got there. Why? Because this area right here is a zone. So when you're marking your resistance, you don't just want to put one line here and say, okay, I'm going to wait for the market to get right here and then take my sell. No, you can take your sell position anywhere within this zone. And it's the same thing with a buy position. So I have my support marked up right here. I'm going to go to my rectangle. I'm going to make my support a little wide. Why? Because I see another point down here. So even though the market continued to bounce up from this area right here after coming to this point, I still see this point as a very critical area when it comes to taking a trade, right? So this is what this tells me here. Now I'm waiting for gold to come back down to this area for me to take a buy position. If gold breaks this floor right here, if I break my support, I'm likely to go down to the next level, which is right here, right? This is where you could take another buy position in gold. This is your zone. Your zone is not just your distinct horizontal line at the bottom or your horizontal line at the top. It's going to be a range. So you never just want to wait for one specific price. You want to make it a little wide by using these rectangles in trading. Next thing you want to do, guys, is make sure you check for news, because news events can really manipulate the markets. Before you actually hop on the chart and take your own trade, make sure there is nothing upcoming news-wise. So I personally use forexfactory.com and I'll look at what's happening tomorrow. So for example, on January 14th, 9:30 a.m., I see core PPI is going on. So I don't want to take any trades around 9:30. I actually want to either take trades before then or afterwards. So I'll set my alarm to hop on the chart around 11 when the market calms down a bit. Again, when news is happening, it can make the market go extremely volatile and you could it could attempt to break through your support zone, like where your resistance zone. It could attempt to break through like right here. And you're thinking, yes, it broke my resistance. I have the perfect opportunity for a buy. And then the market crashes down on you, a big drop as well. So this move right here, where I actually broke a good resistance zone, could have been news. And then now the market's going to fall. So you always want to wait for the news to play out and then hop into the fun part, the trading strategy. Let's put everything we just learned together and actually execute a trade. So right here, guys, remember we marked our support zone and we're looking for a buy opportunity because the market is in an overall uptrend, okay? So the first thing, what trend is the market in? Uptrend, we check that out. Second thing, we're going to mark our most recent support and resistance zones using the line right here. So one line and one line. Third thing, we want to make sure we mark that supply and demand zone, okay? Zone means we're not necessarily waiting for gold or whatever pair you're trading to hit a certain point, but you can sell or buy anywhere within that zone, okay? Now, I'm looking for a buy opportunity. So I'm sitting here, I've marked my zones and I'm waiting patiently. What I do is when I have my first support zone, which is right here, let's say 2592 area. I'm waiting for gold to hit that zone to attempt a buy position. What I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to split my risk within my zone. So here's an example. That's going to be my first buy position. Let's say gold breaks this support right here. I'm going to enter another buy position right here. Okay, so gold broke. I'm going to enter it again. Now, the last and final chance I'm going to take is at the very bottom here of my zone where we have this horizontal point right here. So this point right here is my last opportunity to buy. So if I'm using, for example, a 0.50 lot size, I'm going to divide that into 3. So 0.50, do I have my calculator here, divided into 3 is 0.16. So I'm going to take 3 positions, and you could split this up into as many positions as you want to, okay? But I'm going to take 3 different positions at a 0.16. So I took one here, and I took another one right here, and I took another one right here. So let's assume I'm in 3 buy positions. One is they're all 3 are pending orders, okay? So if you're watching the market and you see it come to this point, you can take the buy right away at market execution. But if the market is not at a certain point yet, we place something called a pending order, which is only going to activate if gold hits a certain point. So let's say I placed a pending order right here and the market dropped and came to my zone. My buy is going to be activated. If it continues to drop, this buy is going to activate. And if it drops again, the last buy is going to activate. At that point, guys, I'm going to have my stop loss where my previous low was. So if I'm going for the buy right here, okay? So if we look at the range right here, this is about a 47 pip range. So from my first entry to my last chance, my third entry is 47 pips, okay? Then you have your stop loss about 38 pips from your last entry, okay? And in this case, I'm looking to hold these positions to the upside, which means I'm looking to catch maximum 173 pips. I might even go up to 252, but 173 pips. Gold can make those moves. It just depends on the pair you're using and the strategy you want to use. I'm on the 4-hour time frame, so I'm going for larger pips. What I like to do, guys, is I am patient. I wait for the perfect entry and I hold that trade. Now, you can scalp the market and get in and out very quickly, but that's a different strategy that I will talk about on a different call. But I'm just showing you guys how to enter the trade and how to see whether you should buy or sell, regardless of the time frame you're on. So even if you're on the 5-minute time frame and you don't want to hold the trade too long, you're still going to map out your support. Just make sure it makes sense. So we're still going to map out a little support area. Let's say that's right here because gold has bounced up from this zone. And then we're going to map out our resistance area. Gold continues to bounce from this zone. So you would sit here and you would wait, right? And go with the trend of the market. On the 5-minute time frame, we are in a downtrend. So I'm looking for sell opportunities. So you're going to go with the trend of the chart that you're currently on. Okay, so right here, if I'm in a downtrend, I'm looking for sell. So I'm marking my resistance point, which is right here. And then I don't have a valid support because gold hasn't come back down and hit this level multiple times, but you can see you do have a valid resistance. 1, 2, 3 times gold was in this resistance zone and gave us a drop. Okay, now in this case, guys, if I take my rectangle and I draw my zone right here, I'm now waiting for gold to go anywhere within this zone for me to catch a quick sell position. So you look at the trend of the market, you mark support and resistance, you patiently wait for it to get there, you check for news, and you execute your trade. That is how I learned how to multiply my Forex accounts over the last 6 years trading in the market. Nothing more. So guys, while you're executing everything I've taught you, I want you to actually make money along the way. And that's what we call copy, paste, and profit while you practice on your own time. There are literally trade experts who will send you trade ideas based on their analysis and tell you when to buy and sell. So if you don't really understand everything right away, you can still make money your second day trading. And that's exactly what I did. while I was practicing this strategy on my own, I was copying and pasting trades from experts. And I'm going to show you guys an example of some profits that people have been making within this community that I'm a part of. So we have like this person right here. They made $2,463 copying and pasting trades. This person made $552. This person made $339. This person made $421. This person made $98. There's literally people within this community, guys, copying and pasting trades, making money. This person made 410. This person has $1,800 running. So what we do is we come together as a community, we talk, we converse. There's a course so you can learn everything from A to Z about Forex, in addition to practicing your own strategies. Okay, message me, ask me any questions. But this is just to show you guys the power of knowledge. It's not what you know, it's who you know. So you have access to experts that have taken years and years and years analyzing and studying the markets, and they will tell you when and where to buy or sell. Okay, so it's really amazing, and I can't wait to see you guys winning with us in the community. Have a great day. You know what I always say? Meet you at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace.